Give me 7 minutes and I'll hand you 5 doctor-approved habits that nudge blood pressure down naturally. No scare tactics, no miracle powders, just small moves that are easy to repeat and actually show up in your numbers. If your readings have been creeping up and a voice in your head says, maybe this is just age, park that thought for now. Your arteries respond to what you do tonight, not to what you did 10 years ago. And you don't need a perfect diet or a marathon plan to start. You need a clean baseline, a couple of smart swaps, a little weekly movement, and one surprisingly simple trick that barely looks like exercise. Stay with me. Each step is simple on purpose, and by the end, you'll know exactly what to do next. First, the foundation, measurement. Without a good baseline, everything else is guesswork. Picture this as your new ritual. You're seated in a calm chair, feet flat, legs uncrossed, back supported, bare upper arm in an upper arm cuff supported at heart level. No caffeine, smoking, or hard exercise in the last 30 minutes. Sit quietly for 5 full minutes. No scrolling, no talking. Then take 2 readings, 1 minute apart, and write down the average. Do it around the same 2 times each day. Once in the morning after you've been up a bit, once in the evening when you're relaxed, for a week. That's your personal dashboard. Not the rushed number from a clinic hallway, not the spike after a stressful call. Your real numbers in your real life. Add 1 extra sentence each time. How did I sleep? How salty was dinner? Did I move today? That 1-line note is what turns data into insight. You'll start noticing patterns in days, not months. Now the lowest effort lever with the biggest payoff, sodium. I'm not here to ban salt forever, I'm here to help you find where it hides. Packaged soups, deli meats, breads, cheeses, pickles, soy sauce, jarred pasta sauce, fast food. These are the heavy hitters. If your goal is calmer readings, aim under about 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. And if your numbers are already high, nudging toward around 1,500 often helps more. Don't overhaul your kitchen tonight. Just pick 1 salty thing you buy every week and switch it to a lower sodium version. That's it. Then let flavor come from garlic, pepper, paprika, cumin, lemon, vinegar, herbs, onions. Here's the fun part. Your taste buds adapt in a couple of weeks, and suddenly tomatoes taste sweeter, spices taste warmer, and you don't miss the extra salt. Invisible effort, visible payoff. Food patterns beat food fads, and one pattern keeps winning in real studies. The DASH way of eating. Think template, not rules. Build your plate around vegetables and fruits, beans and lentils, whole grains like oats and brown rice, nuts and seeds, and low-fat dairy if you enjoy dairy. Keep red and processed meats and sugary snacks small. Why does this help? The mix naturally raises potassium, magnesium, and calcium, minerals that help blood vessels relax. If you want a concrete day to try, steal this. Breakfast oatmeal with banana and berries and a dollop of yogurt. Lunch, a big crunchy salad with lentils, colorful veg, seeds, and a simple vinaigrette you control. Dinner, roasted vegetables with beans or fish, and a scoop of brown rice or quinoa. Read labels. Keep the shaker at arm's length. You're not chasing perfection. You're building better defaults that you can live with on a Tuesday. Movement next, and we're keeping it human. If you can talk but not sing, that's moderate. Collect about 150 minutes across the week. 20 to 30 minutes most days is perfect. Prefer to go hard and short? 75 minutes of vigorous work also counts. Add 2 days of basic strength. Push-ups to a counter, squats to a chair, a backpack row, resistance bands, light dumbbells. The goal isn't a gym selfie. It's to train your blood vessels to respond more smoothly to daily life. Think of each session as a practice in flexibility for your arteries. If you've been inactive, start with a 10-minute walk after 2 meals today. 10 minutes is tiny. Tiny is repeatable. Repeatable changes everything. Now the little twist most people miss. Isometric exercise, the no movement kind. A wall sit you hold for 20 to 30 seconds. A hand grip squeeze for 20 to 30 seconds. Rest, repeat a few rounds, do that 3 or 4 days a week. No breath holding, no straining. If your knees don't love wall sits, skip them and use the hand grip. If your hands fatigue, keep the wall sit and forget the grip. Pick one. Keep it gentle. This style has earned attention because, when it's a small, regular habit, it can help nudge blood pressure down. It fits into your day like a bookmark. Easy to start, easy to keep. Sleep quietly turns the whole dial. Most adults do best with 7 to 9 hours. Choose a bedtime you can defend. Dim lights an hour before, keep the room cool and dark. Park the phone outside arm's reach. If you snore loudly, wake unrefreshed, or someone notices pauses in your breathing, talk to your clinician about getting checked for sleep apnea. Treating it can shift your days and your numbers. On stressful evenings, try 5 minutes of box breathing. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4, repeat. You'll feel your shoulders drop and your readings often follow. Let's touch weight with kindness. If you carry extra weight, losing around 5 to 10% over time is linked to meaningful improvements in blood pressure. That usually comes from steady meals, daily movement, and better sleep, not from crash diets. Think design, not willpower. A weekly pot of beans in the fridge, pre-cut vegetables at eye level, a water bottle where you see it, shoes by the door for an after-dinner walk. When the healthy choice is the easy choice, discipline is a lot less important. A couple of calibrations keep your readings honest. Caffeine can bump numbers temporarily in some people. That doesn't mean you must quit coffee forever. It means keep caffeine away from the 30 minutes before you measure. Alcohol can push readings up too. Keep it moderate and build alcohol-free days into your week. And give yourself those 5 quiet minutes before you press start. You'll see the difference in your log. Speaking of logs, here's a 7-day kickstart that fits on a sticky note. Day 1. Measure calmly morning and night. Write the average and 1 sentence about your day. Swap 1 salty product for a lower sodium version. Take a 20-minute walk after dinner. Day 2. Repeat measurements, make 1 plate half vegetables, try 2 or 3 gentle wall sits or a few rounds with a hand grip. Day 3. Keep the measurements, cook a batch of beans or lentils. Day 4. A 10-minute body weight strength routine, counter push-ups, chair squats, rows with a backpack. Day 5. Read a label on bread or sauce and pick the lower sodium option. Day 6. A longer walk or a bike ride. Day 7, protect your bedtime and reflect on the week. None of this is flashy, all of it compounds. Avoid the traps that make people quit. Don't chase the number with 10 measurements in a row, 2 is enough. Don't measure right after a stressful call, sit quietly first. Don't keep your arm hanging down, support it at heart level. Don't cross your legs, feet flat. Don't let 1 high reading erase 6 good ones. You're watching a trend, not grading yourself on a single quiz. And don't trust low sodium on a package without reading the actual milligrams per serving and the number of servings you'll actually eat. What if you're on medication? Then this plan still applies. Lifestyle and medication are teammates. The steadier your habits, the easier it is for your clinician to fine-tune the dose and the combo. What you shouldn't do is change or stop a prescription on your own because a few days looked great. Use your week-by-week averages to guide a real conversation at your next visit. If your home readings stay high for several days despite doing the basics, check in with your clinician sooner. And if you ever feel warning signs like chest pain, sudden severe shortness of breath, a crushing headache, weakness on one side, trouble speaking, or vision changes, treat those as urgent. Numbers matter, but feeling safe matters more. Supplements come up a lot. Magnesium, potassium, beet juice, hibiscus tea. Some can have small effects for some people, and they can be a pleasant bonus, but they're not the foundation, and they can interact with medications or conditions. Nail the big rocks first. Accurate measurement, sodium awareness, a dash leaning plate, weekly movement with a touch of isometrics, steady sleep, and gentle, steady weight change, if that applies to you. When those are in place, talk with your clinician about whether any extras make sense for your situation. Let's zoom out for a second. Lower blood pressure isn't just a number on a screen. It's fewer headaches, fewer afternoons where you feel wired for no reason, better energy on your morning walk, a calmer mind when you lie down at night. Those changes show up because your everyday choices lined up in your favor, More often this week than last week. That's it. That's the secret, not intensity, consistency. Here's the tiny contract that turns this video into action. Tonight, write 2 lines. 1 lower sodium swap you'll make tomorrow, and when you'll walk. In the morning, sit quietly for 5 minutes, measure twice, write the average, and move on with your day. Do the same in the evening. Keep that up for 7 days. At the end of the week, look at your averages and your notes. You'll see patterns. You'll see wins. You'll see what to repeat. And the twist I promised? The strongest tool for lowering your blood pressure at home isn't a superfood or a fancy machine. It's a quiet chair, a simple cuff, and a tiny notebook that tells the story of you getting better, one calm line at a time. Keep going. Your numbers are listening to what you do next.